Hello, everybody. Back with you here. John Walls alongside me. I'm Gabe Newman. John, we finally have the points on the board, and we're pleased to inform you that Julia Mesnica is the leading scorer so far with 11.
Yeah. I thought Maher would have had it, but Grens have balanced scoring for sure. 4 on the court right now have scored. And the least is Libby Wirtz at that 1-3.
Milicheva shot a 3, and that skirted across the rim. Wheeling had the rebound for a moment, and then they turned it over.
So if I'm Coach Lindfors, I'm going to come out the same way I came out in the first half. Man-to-man, keep playing the same plays. I still would full court press a little bit. You can't get enough practice of that. I know some of the other teams get a little upset. You don't have to do it all game, but how many times have we seen Elk Grove get pressed when they're down? That's just high school basketball. It is what it is. Grens look really, really good in the first half, though. Not much to complain about from coaches.
31-12 in favor of the Grenadiers. That's a long-range 2
Yeah,
from
a little fall away. I like that shot.
Maher, but no good.
Milicheva has some moves. She's a good player.
Milicheva, that's a 3, and it's off. Here come the Grens. Maher.
Ooh,
has
Maher
Matos.
just got one right in the face. Right in the eye. A little water on the eye here.
Kellett over the top to
oh, what a move.
Duckman, and a foul on Wheeling on Kellett, or on Duckman.
Great move by number 20 here, Ella Duckman. It's on an up and under. Maher's still trying to shake off. I think we lost the contact lens.
Yeah, referee just checked with her to make sure she was all right.
Yeah, she caught one. No harm on that one. She's got the water going on.
And Duckman's first free throw, no good.
Yeah, I don't blame coach there. I mean, just, you get hit in the nose or the eye, it's going to water up for a little bit. It's pretty hard to take a decent shot there.
Libby Wirtz comes back in. And Duckman's second free throw is good.
(32-12), up by 20. Don't give in.
I believe Wheeling has their starters out for the second half.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul.
And a foul on Wirtz.
Human nature, right? You're up 20, and you got to really watch. Referees are going to, whether they know it or not, they're going to try to keep the score balanced a little bit as best they can. They deny it, but everybody is who they are.
That one over the top to Zamora. Across to Milicheva.
Ooh, that was a walk.
And floater no good. Costantini.
Look who's in there.
With Kellett.
Katrina Kellett's in there. You had to know.
It's going to be Elk Grove ball.
A held ball indicated. Daryl Faison, defense.
First jump ball of the game. Caitlin Wirtz now with Julia Mesnica across to Ella Duckman, but a foul in the process.
Yeah, a little hold. Duckman had great position in the lane, and it's either the hold or a layup, one of the two. Let's see what Coach Lindfors runs on this inbounds.
That's a 3 from Matos, but the travel.
That's a couple calls on Libby Wirtz. I believe that's Libby. No, I'm sorry.
Riley Matos.
Riley Matos. That's a couple on her now. When she sets up for a 3, it's a travel. Good defense.
Good defense by Matos, and forces her to step out of bounds.
Wow. I'll tell you, that was aggressive D. She could have caught a foul there, but you keep pushing until the referee calls it. Then you know where your threshold is.
Sophia Costantini was the player that stepped out of bounds there.
Cut by Matos.
Mesnica looking for someone, finds Ella Duckman.
Take it again.
Back to Matos. That's a 3, no good.
Good look. Good shot.
Here comes Milicheva. That's a 2 and no good. Scramble for it. And Kellett rips it away.
I enjoy her game.
Ripped it away from Sheila Leone. Try saying that 3 times fast. Underneath to Kellett. And that one's going to be a jump ball. And Wheeling will take over.
That's right. Katrina in the mix again. Katrina's nice and steady down low. Defensive and offensive both.
Bigger crowd now.
I'm impressed with Caitlin Wirtz. I mean, she's a freshman. She's spent some.
And a foul on Andrea Jareno.
No, they call it travel. I thought the same as you did, Gabe. Yeah, Caitlin Wirtz is impressive as a freshman. She's a heady player, and we've seen her take the 3.
So Kellett takes a breather.
Coach is running the offense through her right now with this lineup.
There's Matos.
Good move.
Step back floater for Julia Mesnica. Across to Wirtz. Wirtz going towards the net. Underneath, stolen by Marchevo.
Now what?
And
boy, that was off the ball. Offensive charge.
A charge.
I'll take it.
I believe it was on Milicheva.
Coach Grams doesn't know.
It was Maya Smith.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that, Gabe, but that's a far end for us.
An off-the-ball charge.
It's going to be Elk Grove.
It's going to stay with Elk Grove.
All right, so we got a little press here from Wheeling, which is interesting. You don't particularly want to run to the ball on this. You kind of want to run, set a couple screens and run sideways. Maher came to the ball last time.
Wheeling using the full court press a little bit now.
Yeah, it's kind of like a semi-full court, but it can still wreak havoc if you're not used to it. Nice pass.
Duckman underneath. Libby Wirtz, no good. Rebound, no good again. Here comes Milichevo. Milichevo toward the rim and draws the foul.
Not much you can do there. That was a nice athletic move. There was an up and under. We saw Elk Grove catch a foul down here on an up and under. I believe that was Duckman in the second quarter.
Julia Mesnica talking with Coach Courtney Limfors.
Yeah, they're just trying to explain to her basically a runner where somebody sets a screen and you come over the key, come down to the corner, and then back in baseline to the rim. We'll look to see if they run that soon.
Riley Matos takes a seat for Emily Fiorito, who's back in the game.
Riley's had a good game, too.
Double pass to Mesnica. Now Libby Wirtz underneath the net and puts it in off the glass.
Same exact play as Libby missed that last shot. There was no defenders within her, and hence the easy bucket.
It ends the scoring drought for the Grenadiers since pretty much the beginning of the half.
Run.
Rebound, Elk Grove.
Mesnica was open for 10 seconds before anybody saw her.
Mesnica takes it to the rim and is taken down. It'll be a foul on Wheeling.
Yeah,
Mesnica goes to the line.
Number 11 got her, I believe. Got her from behind. Mesnica can add to her 11 here.
And first one's good. The Grens haven't shot too many free throws today, but the ones that they have shot, they've pretty much converted on most of them. They shot 29% from the charity stripe last night, so definitely an improvement and a reason to why they're up so big. As Milichevo takes it straight down the floor, the full 92 feet.
Yeah, Milicheva, I believe, sees the score and just she feels like she has to be all the offense. I don't blame her one iota. But the Grenadiers are going to have to pick that up. Maybe a small double team, a little pressure. Sending her left seems to work. It's a ticky-tack foul.
And a push on Maggie Maher.
It's a good move by the Milicheva. It's a good move. Crossover dribble. Catches a free one. Oh, good play. That's going to be a wheeling ball.
It was tipped out by Maher. 35-16 Elk Grove. Just under 3 minutes to play.
Looks like Elk Grove's going to try to deny the inbound here.
It's Emily Fiorito playing
Oh.
some defense on the rebound. And they pass it over the top to Milicheva.
So on that, Milicheva came all the way to the corner to get the inbound. I would have let her caught it, and you could have instantly double-teamed her. She would have had nowhere to go.
Good ball movement by the Wildcats. Milicheva, that's a 3, and it's good.
Nice shot.
First 3-point shot, or first 3-point made for Wheeling in this game.
35-19, and Wheeling's on a small run. Coach is doing some traffic direction here.
Maher across to Mesnika. That's a 3. No good. Loose ball picked up by the Grenadier, or picked up by Wheeling. Milicheva, who's just all over the place.
Yeah, she's playing really good here.
I feel like we say her name every 5 seconds. That's a floater, no good.
It's a
and a push.
Oh, went against Wheeling. Yeah, so Milichova, obviously, right? She's great athlete, one of the better kids on the floor. But as a defender, if you lose her, somebody has to pick her up. Doesn't matter. If you have to leave your person that you're guarding, you cannot allow her to have free throws or layups. You got to pick her up. If you get behind the Elk Grove defender, you need some help.
Maggie Maher charged to the rim, then kicked out to Duckman. And that is Elk Grove's ball.
Just going to run a box inbounds. Oh, that was wide open.
Underneath, Libby Wirtz, no good. Rebound, Milicheva.
That's essentially the shot you want out of that box play, but it would have been the 2 point guards, but Wheeling just forgot to cover the person.
Milicheva toward the rim, no good. Costantini picks up the rebound. Kick out to Milicheva. The 3 is no good.
Looks like coach wants to slow it up just a little bit. Although Maher's going to take that.
Maher driving to the rim off the iron. And a push on the Grenadiers.
Yeah, that's been a little bit of a theme, right? When we get our fouls, it's usually on a rebound. They're just trying to make space. The easiest thing to do is turn your body and just run backwards. You know, run backwards with the person behind you. They will never call a foul. But if you're facing or you're on the side and something happens, they will call it every time.
The leading scorer is Marlena Milicheva with 16. And she's pretty much got just about all of Wheeling's points. Then it's Julia Mesnika, as that 3 is no good. Julia Mesnika with 12. And a foul on Wheeling.
All right, one more. Elk Grove will be in the bonus.
Would putting Elk Grove in the bonus pretty much be the kill shot for Wheeling?
The way we've made free throws today, absolutely. I mean, these referees are calling a good game. It's a little tighter than most, but it's not out of question. And the way we have been shooting the ball tonight, yeah, that's a nice shot.
Julia Mesnika floats it in. 37-19 Elk Grove. That's across the floor. Floated up and no good from Sofia Costantini.
I believe Fiorito got her. It's kind of a bailout foul. She didn't really need to, but
so the Grens have 2 more fouls to give. Wheeling's next foul will put.
Well, Fiorito's foul just turned into a good foul. If you can get them to miss the free throws, at least one, it's a good foul. Nobody's in foul trouble here for Elk Grove. I mean, Maggie Myers got 3, but we're all the way down to 29 seconds left in the third.
Costantini misses both of her free throws. Maggie Maher driving down the court on the other side of things, and as Nika tried to force a turnover, a swing and a miss from Maher on a pass that she tried to pick off. The mid-range floater, and it's good.
Good shot.
Sophia Costantini makes up for her missed free throws. That'll do it for quarter number 3, 37-21 in favor of Elk Grove.
Yeah, I mean, a 16-point lead, okay, going into fourth. It sounds great, but I really think Elk Grove had a little lapse there on defense about halfway through the third. So if I'm coach, I'm just say, hey, we got to throttle down, right? I mean, 16 doesn't sound like much, but when you have Milacheva with, 16 of the 21 points for Wheeling, and we're not really guarding her as maybe best we could, got to stay focused.
So Ariana Trausch seems like she's in street clothes, so she is not going to be playing tonight. She had a broken finger. There was a question whether she was going to play. She was willing to. I talked to her today, but seems like Coach Lynn Flores decides against it. So the Grenadiers pretty much playing with 7 players.
Yeah, Trausch, I can see her in the huddle. It looks like it's on her shooting hand. It's, the second finger in from. That can be rough. That could be a rough shooting day when you have a broken finger. I love the fact that she wanted to play. That's awesome. Here's a picture of the scoreboard for us.
Yeah, we might just need to keep that up there. Of course, when you're seeing it, it's a minute delayed from when we're seeing it.
All right, Wheeling giving a little bit of man-to-man. Anxious to see if Coach Linfors keeps aggression or maybe kind of takes the air out of the ball a little bit in the beginning.
There's Maher underneath Kellett, who's back in the game.
Nice.
Throws it up against
Nice
the
offensive
glass,
rebound.
gets her own rebound, and puts it in.
So when you have this lead like this and you come out of a quarter, I always like to keep the throttle down at least for 2 to 3 minutes, because if you take your foot off the gas coming out of a quarter, you've just had some rest. You can lose a lot of energy. You can lose your shot. You don't want to have to turn it back on, right? You can always turn it off, but it's really hard to turn it back on. So I like what Grens are doing here. Yeah, super impressed with Caitlin Wirtz. I mean, obviously all the girls are playing really well, but Caitlin Wirtz being a freshman, she's got some serious minutes. And we've called her name quite a bit on both offense and defense. Stan's filling in a little, Gabe.
Yep. Part of it is because the sophomore game had ended. What a game that was.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see. We've been in here. I'm anxious to see what the final was. It was 44-44 with a minute left in overtime at our halftime here. Good block. Oh, wow. Not even close to a foul.
Maggie Maher went up for a 3, and her shot was blocked, but they called it a foul, which puts Elk Grove into the bonus.
Yep. It's okay to miss a call, but the problem I have with that is the other referee was probably 15 feet closer and had a better angle. Sometimes you just got to let your partner do their portion of the floor.
Maher off the back of the rim.
Milacheva was not happy about it. She hasn't made a complaint all night. I think she had legitimate beef there.
Milacheva, that's her first foul she picked up. Went 3 quarters and a minute into the fourth. Not even a minute, 45 seconds without picking up a foul.
Yeah, Milicheva's a junior. They're gonna have a nice year with her this year, and be fun to watch her next year.
Loose ball picked up by Milacheva. Seven minutes.
That's a travel.
Plus a little bit.
That's a travel. Oh, it's a call a timeout. Coach call timeout?
No, I don't think they called a timeout. They called a foul on the Grenadiers, which puts Wheeling in the bonus as well.
All right. I saw it travel. That ball ran up her leg, hip, and up to her waist, but hey.
Well, you weren't the only one. Coach Linfors was irate about the non-call at as well. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Milicheva, and she misses it. Rebound Kellett. Cross to Maher.
Good crossover moves.
Full court press. Maggie Maher, floater, air ball.
Set it up.
Kellett picks it back up.
There you go.
Fiorito, that's a three off the back of the rim.
She wants that one back. Oh, good hustle by Elk Grove.
And Kellett.
Katrina and Ella had no idea either one was there. They both could have easily picked up the ball, but had a small collision.
Maggie Maher went flying into the bench. And loose ball knocked loose by Maher. Picked up by Milicheva. And she'll drive to the rim. No foul called.
That's a nice block. That was all ball. She
And
might have twisted an
mid-range.
ankle down there. You're going to have an injury timeout. Yeah, she stepped on a heel, I think, or it's on the far side, but it looks like her left ankle. Boy, that hurts, man. You can go into panic mode when you turn an ankle like that. It feels like it comes off, and then after a few seconds, you find out how bad it is.
So Wheeling calls a timeout. They're down 18 points with 6:20 to go. And should the Grenadiers hold on to this game, they'll improve to 3-5 and improve their winning streak to 3 games.
That's a great winning streak. I'm really happy that Coach Linfors, homegrown, played here, varsity level, good player, went to Loyola. It's nice to see. I'd love to see her and Coach Brian Lee have a nice little 10, 12-year run here. It's so important to have consistency in your program, right? So the head coach for varsity sports, they have much more to do than just coach a varsity game. You got to, you're pretty much in control of the whole program, starting, well, some will say freshman to senior year, but many towns, these varsity coaches get down at that 6th, 7th grade level, make some visits, talk about things. It's hugely important. The good programs do it. So hopefully Coach Linfors is here for a while. She's well respected in the community, that's for sure. It's a great family, Elk Grove family. I saw her dad here tonight. You can hardly miss him. I can't remember his first name, but he was a major helper in Elk Grove Feeder years ago. Inbounds to Maggie.
Here's Maher. The Grens will take on the Barrington Phillies next Tuesday after having to play home and home back-to-back series as Maggie Maher puts it in.
We've talked about Milicheva doesn't like to go left. I haven't seen Maggie go left. I'd like to see her at least show it. Just get the defender thinking, I don't know where she's going. Offensive charge. Well, these last 6 calls have come from the same referee.
I was trying to find the girls' schedule. I didn't have that written down. I should have. The girls' next game, it is against Barrington.
Barrington usually has pretty good programs in sports.
Oh, yeah. They're having a little bit of a down year in a couple sports. And foul
That's on
on
Maggie, I
Maher.
gotta believe. I'd like to have that Milichova on my team. She is a hustler, talented, high energy.
And Barrington just lost to Hersey. Before that, they were a top team in the state. They still are. Should be an interesting game.
Yeah, absolutely.
The plan is to stream it on EG Media, but
Shoot
the
them.
last couple of days, that's Matos from three-point land.
She's getting frustrated, but she's had some great looks. It'll fall. whether it's tonight, practice, or the next game. She wants
Matos
another
a
one.
wide open three and a travel beforehand. That's the third time today that happened to
Yeah.
Riley Matos.
That's something that Coach Lee is going to have to take her out in practice, and he's just going to have to feed her 150 passes on that wing and just get her used to not taking that little stutter step. Both referees have called it on her, so it's not just one referee looking for it.
Here's Zamora.
Nice screen.
Zamora in trouble, finds Milicheva.
She's going to find an opening, I guarantee it.
And
Or she's
Milicheva
going
is
to make one.
taken down.
She caught a knee to the noggin there.
5:08 to go. Katie Wirtz picks up her fourth foul.
Libby Wirtz in.
Katrina Kellett will take a seat. No good on the free throw. Fiorito with the rebound.
Duckman almost lost that rebound.
And Fiorito tried to save it, but it was just a little too long for her.
You know, I'm watching the players and the coaches' interaction. They sure seem to want to play for Coach Courtney Linfors. There's a lot of smiles. I know you're up, but it's such a big deal when you have a coach that relates. She's been here. She's done that. Should be a nice run for her.
Milicheva being guarded closely by Caitlin Wirtz.
Boy, they got a trap here.
Oh, gosh. Tried to trap her, but Milicheva gets out of it and floats it in.
It's a good player. No question.
That's 19 for Milicheva. Fast break, they lost Libby Wirtz, and a foul on Wheeling.
Yeah, you know, you can see Wheeling has a tough time scoring, but if you're going to put up 19 points a night in high school as a junior, you're going to get some looks. I mean, you got to imagine that most defenses are going to focus on it, right? Everybody gets the tape, and she still gets to the rim. Watch that name next year as a senior. Good shot by Liddy.
Libby Wirtz puts it in. 4:24 to go, 43-24 advantage for the Grens.
Wirtz family's been in Elk Grove sports for a long time. I want to say that Caitlin might be the last one to come through.
And Libby Wirtz,
Good form.
good from the line twice.
Less than 4.5 left.
Milicheva dishes underneath to, I believe that was Caitlin Fielding.
Yeah, we can't lose her.
And
Good aggressive
Fiorito is pickpocketed by
Zamora.
Karina Zamora. That one thrown up toward net, no good. Ella Duckman, who's back on the floor.
Coach wants to slow it down. I don't blame her. Under 4 minutes.
Underneath, that's a floater from Fiorito, no good. She gets her own rebound and is fouled. Fiorito will go to the line.
The bench erupts. It was a great play, great feed. Fiorito's looking for her first points of the night here. Love to get her on the board.
The Fiorito name definitely has a lot of brass around the school. No pun intended, being that her father is the band director.
There you go. If I'm not mistaken, who's 10? Riley Matos might be the only one that hasn't scored tonight for the Grens.
And good from the line twice from Emily Fiorito.
I'm sure Matos would like to get on the board. That's impressive. Boy, you said it right beforehand, man. This team has a lot of scoring and it's spread out.
And
you can't, as a defender, you can't sleep on anybody on the court.
the only referee to blow his whistle was the backline referee. Otherwise, Everyone else stopped except for Milicheva. It's Gren's ball.
Little
Caitlin
pressure
works. Gren's trying to see out these last 3 minutes. And turned over by Matos. Fast break for the Wildcats. Zamora, no good. Rebound, Wheeling. That's no good. Elk Grove takes over. Fast break. Here come the Grenadiers. Caitlin Wirtz across. Libby Wirtz, wide open layup, and she puts it in off the glass.
See, that's what happens when you have a full court press and it's broken. You tend to lose who you're supposed to be defending. And I think Wheeling's a little tired at this point. If I'm Coach Linfors, I'm super excited that Wheeling is doing a full court press because Elk Grove's had a little bit of trouble here in the second half breaking it.
And out of bounds, Elk Grove takes over.
2:27 left. We're up by 22.
48-26. It's a running clock. Fiorito.
I want to see Matos put up another one because she's had a bunch of threes that have rattled. She's close.
Caitlin Wirtz. Matos. Now Fiorito. That one taken away. The Grens get it back. Matos.
Timeout.
And timeout, Elk Grove.
Yeah, offense looked a little disjointed. And give them a break here the last 2 minutes.
460-second timeout.
123 seconds remaining in this game.
Elk Grove looks tired. When you have 7 on 7, and this is the back-to-back game, no?
Yeah.
So they played last night as well?
They played last night, defeated Leiden 43-25.
That's a good win.
Be sure to stick around when you see the boys try and do the same thing that the girls are doing. The boys riding a 60-game, 6-0 losing streak in conference play dating back to February 29th, 2016.
You know, Gabe, I know a couple of players on this team, and there are some good athletes. We're not going to have Lucas Rogers tonight. We're not going to have Devin tonight, but there are some athletes. I'm going to predict that Elk Grove will break that streak at some point this year. Anxious to see that happen. Hopefully we're on the broadcast when it does. A lot of familiar names if you followed football that'll be on the varsity team this year.
Definitely for both teams. AJ Marchetti, I know, is Wheeling's quarterback / whatever they need him to do.
Yeah, we did that game, right?
No, that was a away game. I did that game with
oh, that's what
WCAT.
It was. I listened to that one.
Across to Matos.
Just under 2 minutes.
Riley Matos.
Oh, get it back to her. Shoot.
Libby Wirtz. Riley Matos, that's a 3, and it clanks off the iron.
Every one of her shots
board.
has been a little heavy, and of course we've had a couple of travel calls. Keep it going. She'll get her points eventually in one of these games.
Matos, the only Grenadier to not have a point tonight.
Usually you tell players to step up. I'd actually like to see her step back a half a step because she's been strong all night. Good team.
Nice defense from
Libby.
Maher. They get out to a wide open Sofia Constantini, who puts it in.
This will be a good conference win for Elk Grove. To win 3 in a row and to win like this, it's going to be a lot of confidence. I don't know when their next game is, but a well-deserved rest, and I'm sure they're going to get back at it.
This game is the 6th against Barrington.
That'll be a good game.
And Assistant Coach Lee said that their goal is to compete in every game. They've definitely done that today in a big way. They put a 50 burger up on the Wildcats. And if you want to hear more about what Coach Lee said about this team, you can listen to the next podcast episode when it comes out. Should be either Wednesday or Thursday next week. Grenadier Sidelines podcast on the Grenadier Network. You can search it on Spotify as the Grenadiers tick down the remaining 30 seconds, 50-30.
Matos had a wide open shot. She wanted it, but coach has called, run out the clock. No shots, no more shots.
Fiorito, her pass was deflected, so she dove to get it, and a reach in on Milicheva with 9 seconds
Boy,
remaining.
she just does not give up. You can look at a possible all-conference player there. I mean, to score 21 points and knowing full well you're basically the entire offense, that's very, very impressive. And just a junior.
She'll get to relax for the remaining 10 seconds. She's played 32 minutes minus 10 seconds.
Yeah. That's a long night for anybody.
Gym filling up a little bit now. They're eager to see the conclusion of this game and the boys' game.
Wheeling a one last shot here, probably. There it goes
That's
up.
a 3, no good.
No good.
And that'll do it. 51-30, the final score. The Grens have won 3 straight. Julia Mesnica had 11, or she had more than that. She had like 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't quite get to see, but yeah, great all-around team win for the girls.
I'd say my MVP for Elk Grove would be Maher, even though she didn't have the points. But I think back, I'm like, you can't pick one person on this win. They all played really well. Coach Lee was right. This is a team, and teams can go further than people believe.
Final score 51-30 for the girls. 1 game down, 1 to go here on combo night between the Elk Grove Grenadiers and the Wheeling Wildcats. We'll come back right as the boys are ready to tip off. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Combo Night number 1 in 2022. Adjacent to John Walls at the commentary desk, I'm Gabe Newman. John, it's been a long time coming, but we're finally back doing some basketball.
Yeah, Gabe, I remember the last game we televised last year. It was a varsity boys game, and I said, we'll be back, and it seems like 10 years ago. But we did get to do some football.
Yeah.
That last playoff game was still one of the highlights of me doing anything here on EGTV.
Yeah, it was definitely one heck of a game, but we're back. It's combo night number 1. The girls will go first, and so we will talk about them first. They're 2-5, the Lady Grenadiers are, with a new head coach and pretty much just looking for a fresh start after graduating the Female Athlete of the Year, Lily Duckman, last season.
Yeah, Lily is going to be a big hole to fill, but Ella, her sister, she got quite a few minutes last year, so this team still got some recognizable names.
Coach Courtney Lindfors is a teacher at Grove Junior High, just down the road from Elk Grove High School. Picked up her first career win in a 6-point victory on Tuesday, and then this team had to play last night, 43-25 victory over Leiden. The starters for the Grenadiers, Riley Matos is one of the starters, as well as Maggie Maher, Ella Duckman, who we were just talking about, the sister of Lily Duckman, Julia Mesnica, who is expected to be the next star of this team after Lily, and Katrina Kellett gives the team some much-needed go up in the paint, get the ball, type size.
Yeah, Gabe, I'm looking at this. You still have Libby Wirtz, Troush. They had plenty of minutes last year, quality minutes, not just sub minutes. So I would believe we might have not have the height this year, but have the experience.
Ariana Troush is listed as active tonight. However, she is playing with a broken finger. For the Wheeling Wildcats, really quick, Katrina Zamora, Marlena Milucheva, Sofia Costatini, Caitlin Fielding and Sheila Leone are the starters.
Milocheva is 5'9". That is something we'll have to watch, but finally Elk Grove has a little height as well, so I'm looking forward to a good game.
We await the tip-off here in Elk Grove. And it's won by Wheeling, and we are underway in combo night. It's Milucheva early.
Elk Grove comes out in straight. We'll call it woman-to-woman, man-to-man defense.
Milucheva thought for a second, decided not to shoot. Instead, is going to take a floater, no good. Rebound, Mesnika.
Good rebound.
Really good at rebounding, had 32 last night, 40 on Tuesday. As there's a floater, no good from Duckman.
That's a tough shot to come off the bench.
Loose ball, that's a 3, no good.
First shots of the night. You want to get a little depth on the rim. I hate taking shots from the side until you're warmed up a little bit. It's just a really tough shot. And those that can pull it off, it's a talent. When you come out of a break or come out of a half, you like to see something when you're looking at the rim.
Mesnika will inbound. Gets it to Maggie Maher. She goes up and floats it in for the first points for the Grens in conference play.
This is good to see. Grens coming out with a full court press early on, and it pays off immediately.
They force a mistake, and Wheeling throw it out of bounds.
There's so many coaches that just avoid the full court press, but whether you're up or down, there's no harm in trying it for 2 possessions.
They inbound to Matos, back to Mesnika, who tried to get it to Maggie Maher, but she fumbled the pass and it was a backcourt violation.
Yeah, so you do that great defense, you got to take care of the basketball.
Here come the Wildcats wearing pretty much all black with blue numbers. At the top of the key now. Across for Zamora. Looking for an option. Zamora being double teamed. Finds a wide open. No good.
Red's got a break there, Gabe. Everybody was on this side of the free throw line, and nobody was watching defense for the cut.
Maher over to Kellett. Good ball movement by the Grenadiers, a key for them. There's a 3 from Mesnika, no good. The putback is good from Maher.
Nice cleanup there.
Actually, Ella Duckman on the putback. 4-0 Grenadiers early. Across, that's a 3, no good from Milucheva. Rebound Wheeling, and Sofia Castani draws the foul.
Ella's called for the foul. It's a foul, no question. She just thought she was staying on the ground, but the feet were moving.
Costantini to the line for the first free throw of the game, and she converts the first one. And Costantini, no good on the second one. Grens want to go fast. Toward the rim goes Duckman. Shot no good. Rebound Wheeling.
Mesnika's got the shot, no question. I just like to see her step a couple steps towards the free throw line, just get a little better angle.
Milucheva drives to the rim and floats it in.
She's taking the shots from the side corner. It's a rough shot early on.
4-3 early advantage for the Grens. Maggie Maher dishes with Kellett. Mesnika had the 3 for a second, now travels.
Yep, defensive pressure. Wheeling jumped out and just caused a little stutter step.
And a foul on Wheeling. Or on the Grenadiers, excuse me.
Milchova won. Looked like they were trying to put up some sort of press too. And she was the only one on it. Maybe the team missed the signal.
Machova wants to go quick. Maher knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, Milchova definitely capping out here. Definitely the general. You're going to have to watch her.
One into Zamora. Milucheva, that's a 3, no good, off the glass. Loose ball, picked up by the Grenadiers.
Good hustle.
Here's Maher over to Mesnika. Back to Maher. Matos and towards Duckman. Maher, floater, no good. Kellett tries to save it, and he's not able to.
So they're running pretty much a basic offense where essentially it's, the point guard Maher up top and she kicks it down and then they make passes off that. Twice now, Maher's been wide open. She got rid of the ball to the wing. Defense basically collapsed. If she goes to the rim, she could have layups. It's out of bounds.
And can't really see who that is. It's kind of being blocked by Coach Lindfors here, but the player stepped out of bounds.
More full court from the Grens.
Milucheva trying to get a little sticky. Being guarded by Matos. Milucheva still with it.
Wheeling getting away with a moving screen there.
Here's a 2 from Zamora. That
go.
was no good. Fast break Mesnika, and she is no good from the layup.
All we wanted to do there is instead of going right at the rim, those last 2 dribbles, just go to a 45 degree to your right or your left, and you got an easy layup.
Grens get the ball back.
Yeah, it's super hard to make a basket when you're straight in front of it. You don't have any depth of the backboard. All you do is just kind of flare out a little bit and get yourself a nice layup.
That one tipped, found in the hands of Maher. Got it to Matos, who had a wide open 3, no good. Rebound Wheeling, Milucheva. Has a 3, and off the rim, no good. Rebound Matos.
Matos has cleaned up a lot of rebounds tonight already.
Here's Maher. Underneath to Kellett, back to Maher. That's a long 2, and in and out.
Shot.
Rebound, Kellett gets up there and puts it back off the glass.
Great job by Katrina. Elk Grove's really doing well on both offense and defensive rebounds.
Little fumble of the pass, but
don't reach.
Still able to get it. A little miscommunication between Wheeling, but they're moving the ball around really well. Milucheva, that's a 3, no good. Duckman picks it up.
Wheeling doesn't space their offense that much. Next time you notice, they're all on one side of the lane towards the side court. It makes it easier to defend. It's going to be
Kellett,
ball.
And that's off a Wheeling player.
Coming in is Caitlin Wirtz and number 23, Libby Wirtz.
The freshman and the senior.
Elk Grove a little bit of a small lineup here, but
they have 8 players available tonight. Kira Peasley unavailable. As that one good from Ella Duckman underneath the rim.
Yeah, great play by Ella. She made space on her own to get open.
Cross the paint and a reach in, count it, and 1 from Marlena Milucheva.
That's a good play by Wheeling. Elk Grove kind of lost their, as a defender, they lost the player they were defending. And if you're going to lose somebody, don't lose this one.
The foul is on Mesnika. And the free throw, no good. And it's Wheeling's ball on the loose ball.
I keep looking up to seeing who's scoring what, and I don't think that part of the board's working tonight. I know we got to have somebody out there with some points.
Yeah. Milucheva's got at least 4.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's one stolen. Mesnika Fast break, count it, and one.
Nice
on
play.
the foul.
See the difference there? Same player, super easy, gets the foul, getting a 3-point play.
It's almost like she heard you.
Yeah, I was too far away. I'm too old, nobody listens.
Elk Grove calls a timeout. Open the scoring 10-5 in favor of them with 2:45 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Coach Linford, like you said, she got her first win. The Linford family had a nice legacy here at Elk Grove High School. Her older sister, Amber, I think she was a 4-star varsity player. I believe Courtney was at least 3 as well. It's good to see homegrown coaching here at Elk Grove.
Courtney was a player here as well. She transferred and then committed to Loyola, where she played college basketball.
Yeah, that's saying a lot, playing D1 at Loyola.
So Mesnica will shoot a free throw on the part of the and one. And free throw's good, so 11-5 Elk Grove advantage.
2:42 left in the quarter. That's a turnover.
Turnover by the Wildcats. There's no score bug on the broadcast as of yet. So we'll try and keep you updated with the score as much as we can.
Yeah, 2:40 left in the quarter.
This one inbounded to Maggie Maher.
Oh, nice.
Maher takes the floater. No good.
I think
Duckman gets up the rebound. That's a 3 from Mesnica. No good. Another Elk Grove rebound. The putback. No good. And finally, Wheeling get the rebound.
3 possessions. If Maher puts her foot on the gas, she has a layup. She pulled up, and I think she had some room.
That one's short from Milucheva.
Coach Linford wants them to speed it up, and I love that. You put somebody on their heels until they prove they can stop it.
Across
Great
the words. Good pass to Duckman, who puts it in.
We're going to have to go see Mr. Grants at the table half. I got to see who has what, but Duckman's having a great game. Defense still in that man-to-man.
There's Milucheva out the arc. Zamora driving, dish underneath. No good from Fielding.
She might have got fouled there.
Warts with the rebound.
Milucheva down here on the offense seems that she really likes her right-hand side, so I would try to push her to the left, make it uncomfortable.
Duckman across, Warts, Maher in the corner, back to Warts, and a travel.
Yep. Yep, that was a little maybe outside her range, and I think once she started the shot process, she probably realized, like, this is probably a little outside of my range. It's going to happen. Well, for the Grens, right, Gabe? You don't change anything at this point. Up 13-5 with a minute left in the quarter.
Yeah, that's a long 2 from Zamora. No good. Rebound, Wheeling. And that one banked in by Sofia Costantini.
Good shot.
Under a minute to play in the first quarter.
Elk Grove doesn't look like they're in any hurry, nor would I be.
Out wide, that's Wirtz. Back to Mesnica. And stoppage of play for a foul.
So they're not in the bonus. If I'm the coach and things are going well, let them play it out, but you still have some timeouts. Maybe you get it down to about 15 seconds and run a play.
Out wide for Wirtz. And that's a 3 from Caitlin Wirtz from Kane County for the first time on combo night.
I take back what I said. That is well within Caitlin's range. That was a great shot.
Milucheva.
Yeah, she does not particularly care for her left-hand dribble. I mean, she'll do it, but her strength is her right hand, obviously.
Being guarded closely by the freshman Caitlin Wirtz, who just hit a big 3 to put the Grens up 9.
You always play better defense after a 3.
Milucheva runs around the rim, no good. Duckman is going to run out the clock on the first quarter. 16-7, Elk Grove in the opening frame.
Great opening quarter. It was a little rough in the beginning for both teams. You know, each of them missed a couple shots early, but you score 16 points in a quarter of high school, you're doing something correct.
I got a chance to talk with assistant coach Brian Lee about the team because head coach Courtney Linfors, like we said, is a teacher at Grove. It's pretty hard to contact her, especially during the school day. He said, Coach Lee said that they just have a more balanced team this year. They have a smaller team, but it's more balanced. He said, quote, they had 4 different scorers, scoring leaders in our games so far. That's more of a balance, whereas last year we had a standout player. Of course, he's talking about Lily Duckman, that we had to set up for success. He said that ball movement is the key to their success. Another big key to their success is that they don't have a cemented starting 5. It's whoever's hot, whoever does the most in practice. They try and make game-like situations in practice. And he said they got players that play 32 minutes. It all just depends on the mode of the game. And their goal is to be competitive in every single game.
Well, what he said is 100% what I've seen, and I'm sure you feel the same. I mean, they share the ball, obviously. Everybody's in for a rebound, and there's got to be at least 4 or 5 different scorers already in the first quarter. I know Wirtz, Duckman, Maher, and Masnika have points.
Here's Maggie Maher on the opening possession of the second quarter. Cross Duckman in the paint. Out to open Libby Wirtz, no good. The putback is good.
Maher wanted that and just outfought everybody for it.
Maher gets the points. We still don't know exactly how many points there are. That part of the board isn't working. And a push.
Here's going to be my first replay of the night. I'm not sure Maher. I'm not sure that was a foul. They're going to give it to her because over the back, and the referee was behind both players. But it looked pretty clean from where we were sitting. We were only 10 feet away, but we had a better angle.
Milicheva, cross court. Puts up the shot, and in and out. Rebound Wheeling. Loose ball. Fighting for it, and that one will go out of bounds.
Yeah, that'll be all-pro ball.
It was Sofia Costantini in the thick of things underneath the rim there.
One other thing Wheeling's having a problem with is when a shot goes up, they all attack the rim instead of boxing out and giving yourself some space. We'll see.
Across to Wirtz. Maher. Back to Wirtz. That's a 2, in and out. Rebound Elk Grove, the putback from Maher, no good. Another rebound, and Maher puts it in.
She's having a night. Another steal
Maher
here.
steals it, and great hustle by Maggie Maher. She's going to run up the court across to Mesnika, and the fast break kind of breaks down a little bit. Across now. It's a 3 from Maggie Maher.
She is absolutely on fire, and if you can see at home, she's got twice as much energy, twice as much speed as anybody on the court, and it pays off. She's playing really, really well.
Timeout Wheeling.
Yeah, offense looks great. I can see what Coach Lee was saying, though. I mean, they are sharing the ball.
The biggest key for the Grenadiers is going to be their defense. In the 2 wins that they've had this year, they held the opponent to under 30 points. And when they haven't held the opponent to under 30 points, that's where their 5 losses have come.
Yeah, Coach Linfors has gotten away from the full court press, and I understand when you're up 23-7, but that's something you can never practice enough. And that, if you can get good at a full court press, doesn't have to be every play, but those are the games where you do keep teams under 30. If that's your Mason-Dixon line for a win or a loss, you know, you want to keep practicing that as much as you can.
Riley Matos is back in there now. They have the Starting 5 back in there now, actually, except for Ella Duckman. Caitlin Wirtz is in her place. The inbound.
Katrina Kellett back in, too. And last year, she had some very quality minutes, did a ton of huge rebounds.
Looks like the Grens went back to the full court press as Caitlin Wirtz was on wheeling
Jump ball
the whole time.
Oh, no. Coach Lee, Coach Lindfors, they're telling their player they did a great job, and I agree. The referee missed that one. That was a flat-out jump ball.
Milicheva drew what was called a foul.
That's all right. Nobody's perfect. Just don't do it again.
And first free throw, no good.
Boy, for such a great shooter, I'm shocked that she doesn't have much backspin on her free throw. I mean, that's like anybody that shoots free throws as a young person, gotta have backspin. The rim gets so much more friendly if you have backspin.
And no good.
What a box out by 44.
Either shot. Caitlin Wirtz boxes out the rebound. Here comes Riley Matos. And a travel on Caitlin Wirtz.
I'm a little far from that one. Coach Lindfors didn't like it. She's not going to put up too much of a fuss, but it looked clean to me. Good defense by Elk Grove.
Milicheva walks away with it. Driving toward the net. Great defense by Duckman, but Milicheva fights through the pressure. There's Mesnika in the corner. Kellett
another good
underneath
pass.
the
That's
rim, and another travel on Duckman.
This is going to get frustrating for Elk Grove, but they just got to calm down. Obviously, the refs are taking a peek. It was definitely a travel. It was a great inbounds play. That's a foul.
And a foul on Elk Grove.
Yep, Caitlin got a knee into a knee. I think that'll be her second.
It puts Wheeling in the bonus.
Boy, the offense definitely goes through number 1, Milicheva.
And this time, Milicheva converts on the free throw, so she'll get another one. No good on the second free throw. Duckman gets the rebound. Charging up the floor, finds Mesnika out to Caitlin.
Caitlin had a wide open 3 there.
Matos won the 50-50, it seemed like. Caitlin Wirtz. Now Kellett out for Mesnika. That's a 3, and it's good. Nothing but net from Kane County for Julia Mesnika.
That was from deep, no question.
Milicheva gets by 2 Grenadiers on the way to the rim and puts it in off the glass.
Yeah, timeout, coach. She didn't like the defense on that. If you're going to trap somebody, you're going to use that half-court line, right? It's an extra defender. I believe it was Mesnika had her from sideline to the rim, and then it was Kellett who came over, and she gave her way too much room on the sideline. So you force the girl to go through the 2 of you or out of bounds. She just needed another half a step. I think that's what the coach is talking about. If you can get the ball out of Milicheva's hands, good things will happen, and I think that's what they're trying to do. I mean, she basically has at least 8 of the 12 points for Wheeling.
There's the boys' team on the near side, I guess it's far side technically. Sitting in the freshman section, where the student section most likely will be tonight, watching their female counterparts. Under 5 minutes to play, a 26-12 advantage for the Grenadiers.
Yeah, the Grens have more than doubled up Wheeling, which is a really good start. Do not let up here, though.
Underneath the rim, dish out Wirtz, and that one tipped and picked off. Fast break for the Wildcats, no good from Zamora. Picked up by Duckman. She goes fast. and an errant pass.
Couple of Grens are a little tired, so Caitlin Wirtz was wide open for a shot, probably just past the free throw line. The pass was just a little off, and as a shooter, a small little thing like that can set you off. I'm glad she didn't take the shot. She took the pass, but if they catch her in rhythm, she's going to bury that shot more times than not.
Maggie Maher replaces Caitlin Wirtz on the floor.
Maher's back in, and so is her energy. She is moving out there.
Here comes Wheeling with Milicheva at the top of the key.
See, they're trying to push her to her left. That's what coach is screaming at. She wants Maher to push her to her left, and then they'll get help. There it is.
Out wide to Zamora. Zamora, Milicheva, that's a really long three, and off the iron, no good.
Yeah, I like to see the adjustment by the Grens. Let's force their best player into being uncomfortable in something that they're not willing to do. And good things will
Matos,
happen.
that's a three off the iron, no good.
Let's see if they keep it up. No press here. 3 minutes and 51 seconds left. Yeah, we're just begging her to go to her left. We'll crossover.
Zamora off the leg of Mesnika, but they say she kicked it.
Yeah, not a bad play there. Wheeling was in front of our defender, Maher. Could have been a layup.
Libby Wirtz finds her way back onto the court. Kellett takes a seat, gets some water.
Oh, you can't let that happen.
Cross court. Milicheva couldn't handle the pass from Smith.
So they've taken Maher off of Milicheva and put Masnika on there. No rim.
It's a three. And a foul on Elk Grove.
I don't know who it's on. They're calling for a push underneath. I don't know. I didn't see it, honestly. If I didn't, it was wrong. I'd love to say it was, but I did not see it.
It was Karina Zamora who took the shot. And I guess when the Grins were trying to box out, they were pushing. That's no good from Smith.
There's a good play.
Underneath the net. That's Matos. That's a three. That's no good. Here comes Constantini. Milicheva. Back with her now.
They want her to go left.
The fans in the crowd want her to shoot it from there.
A little screen here. That's going to be a foul.
A screen and a foul on Wheeling.
Yeah, unfortunately, she wasn't moving her feet.
Wheeling foul, number 13, Sheila Leon, her first foul.
This is a new look from the offense here. All baseline. Oh, here we go.
Mesnika had the shot if she wanted it, decided not to. Mesnika gets it one more time and drains the three from Kane County in the corner.
Little pressure after a made basket. That's got to be coach's rules. After a made basket, we're going to put pressure on. After a miss, we're not going to.
And that one in and out of the hands of Sheila Leon.
Got some substitutions here.
We had to make a kick save and a beauty to protect ourselves.
Fiorito in for Riley Matos.
So Riley Matos takes a seat, and Emily Fiorito, the sophomore, is into the game. She is as athletic as they get. Maher floats it to Mesnika. That's a long three, and it's off the iron. Duckman fights for the rebound, gets it, and a foul on Wheeling.
Ella Duckman has as much talent as her sister on the defensive side, I can tell you that. She could clean up a lot of rebounds, and underneath the basket, she's got a phenomenal shot.
One out to Maher.
Take it.
Maggie Maher had the shot for a second. Fiorito put up the screen. That's a long two, no good.
Good rebound.
Fiorito gets the rebound.
Ball movement.
And she's in some trouble. Get out of it. Back to Fiorito. Across to Maher. Floater. In and out.
Maher's got to take that straight to the rim. She'll get fouled. I promise you. She's got the talent. She's got the height. One more dribble right to the rim.
86 seconds to play in the opening half of combo night.
Grens are up 29-12. Wheeling's been stuck on 12 for quite some time.
Milicheva takes the floater, no good. Duckman comes down with another rebound. Maher up the other way. Fiorito, back to Maher. Mesnika, Duckman. That's
Tough shot.
one I think was blocked.
Yeah, it was. It was left-handed. Probably not her strength, but
Under a minute now. Marlena Milicheva, who's been Wheeling's star player so far. Milicheva takes that mid-range floater. No good.
rebound, Libby Wirtz.
Maher the other way. That's a three, and it's off the front of the rim.
Jump ball. Oh, he's going to let it go. Okay.
They let it go. Mesnika steals it and puts it in off the glass.
Great D by Grens. That's a 50-50 ball.
12 seconds remaining. Wheeling looks like they want to hold on to it for the last possession. That one's stolen. Picked up by Fiorito.
Look up.
Emily Fiorito ran out of room and runs out of time in the opening half.
She had Masnika wide open, and that's okay, though. 31-12, Elk Grove at the half. They've played great defense, and 31 points speaks for itself.
And it looks like they finally figured out the points on the scoreboard.
Oh, we got them out there, huh?
Just about.
Oh, we're getting there then.
All right, well, we'll probably have that for the second half. After one half, it's 31-12. Elk Grove, one half down, one to go for the girls on combo night right here on EGTV. Don't go anywhere.